It's the Spectre theory drama all over again. And this one goes very deep, and there's very many twists and turns to it. Honestly, I think that we found the next Pentagrin. Let's take a look. A well-known YouTuber in the furry community known as Glitch has been accused of being Now I apologize that I have to do that, where I have to present the word to you on the screen, but the fact of the matter is if I say it, the video will get demonetized. It's not necessarily about the money, but if a video gets demonetized, YouTube suppresses it so it doesn't go out to as many people. I think a lot of people need to see this. And plus I want that money, you know what I'm saying? I want to get paid. So the Accuser goes by the name of Clovis Mint, and he's pretty well known himself. He has a few thousand followers on Twitter. Now before we read Clovis's call-out post, it's important that you understand that at the time of the alleged things happening, Clovis was 16 years old and Glitch was 18 years old. That's a 2-year age difference. That's a sophomore or a junior in high school and a senior in high school. So knowing that, let's read this call-out post. Glitch just asked me to meet up at BLFC 2020 to have on a secret chat on Telegram, which has been deleted by him. He manipulated me into being with him and exchanged in the chat. He allowed access to his AD, which was locked in secret, from my alt account. He attaches 2 screenshots here. This one shows the account Future Protogen interacting with what was one of Glitch's AD accounts. Being 24/7 sucks when you're single because no one's around to help. But I'm here. I just want to get right now. Mood. This other screenshot is just showing that there's a tweet made on this account that says, yeah, this is Clovis. So this is allegedly Clovis's alt account here. Recently, after my post about the Shamrock Fox, he cleared the regular chat with me and him on Telegram. He also posted this tweet coincidentally after the Ollie situation, and he also deleted it recently after several people posted this was obvious defending Ollie, and includes a couple more screenshots here. This one showing that Clovis's message history with Glitch was deleted on Telegram, and a tweet by Glitch is the other screenshot. I think furries need to learn a little something. The saying is innocent until proven guilty, but y'all seem to believe anything that just comes out of anyone's mouth. This isn't directed towards any specific situation, just an observation. Y'all need to double check sometimes, you feel me? Him and Ollie both made it seem like this behavior was normal in the fandom and that there was nothing wrong. They manipulated me into believing that it's okay and that there's nothing wrong with this kind of interaction between a minor and an adult. Recently, friends have told me that I was being taken advantage of by the two, and I don't want to see that happen to anyone else. 5+ minors have come forward publicly with their experiences about Ollie, so I can't safely say I was the only one with Glitch. Since this was on a secret chat, he knew fully what he was doing. All of this while knowing my age. Back to when he cleared our DMs and posted the tweet, I fully believe he did so knowing I would come out about him as well. Honestly, I'm just glad I can get this off my chest and just start moving on. So after reading this, let's just get one thing out of the way immediately. If Clovis was 16 and Glitch was 18, how is this even? It's not. It's a 2-year age difference. That's a senior in high school and a sophomore in high school. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that kind of relationship as long as it's consensual. It pisses me off that people call that. So everyone who dated 2 years apart in high school is now automatically, it's ridiculous. It's stupid. Even if everything said here is true, Glitch is not anyone. Don't you just hate how YouTube is? I wish I could just say words. Stop throwing this word around at every poppy fur. It's stupid. It happens way too much. Second thing, where's the evidence? Here's the entire thread, just so you can see that I didn't take anything out of context. Clovis accuses Glitch of him to meet up and have and manipulating him into being in exchange If we look at the screenshots that Clovis provided, nowhere is Glitch anyone attempting to meet up with anyone for or anything like that. The only proof that we have of anything is 2 of the 3 screenshots seem to show that an alt Twitter that Clovis claims is his has access to an old AD that Glitch ran, but he's since deleted. These screenshots definitely show that this account has access to the AD, and this seems to imply that this is run by Clovis. Now take that and put it in the back of your head. We're gonna come back to that later. Take it and put it in the back of your head. There's some twists and turns with that specific thing that I can't talk about just yet, but we'll get to it. For now, I want to discuss everything else before we focus on that. So keep it in the back of your mind until I ask you to pull it out later. So with this specific part right here, one of the screenshots in this tweet shows that Glitch has deleted all previous communication with Clovis, and Clovis claims that Glitch did this right after the Ollie or Shamrock Fox, they're the same person, situation as a way to avoid being caught himself doing similar things to what Ollie was doing. Now, if you're in this community, you've probably heard about the Ollie situation. I don't even want to touch that. Ollie was accused of doing many bad things and admitted to doing some of them after being called out. So right now that situation is a lot more real than this situation with the glitch. But I haven't looked into it at all, so I can't say. Ollie was in the same friend group as Glitch, Clovis, and Stixel Fox. I don't know about you, but if I was in a friend group and my friends publicly called out someone in that group and canceled them, whether they're guilty or not, I would cut all ties with all of them. I'd delete any and all conversation I've ever had with any of them for multiple reasons. Number one, that shows that they're the kind of people, rather than to take something serious to the police, they take it to Twitter, the court of Twitter. That's not how you handle a serious situation like this. You go to the police. You don't go to Twitter. Secondly, I've seen so many times one message taken out of context of an entire chat and made to look terrible. When it's in context, though, it looks completely normal and it flows with the conversation. I've seen many people canceled over stuff like that. So that's another reason why I would personally delete all my conversations if that happened. So I understand why Glitch would do that. However, it's also a bit of a mistake as well, because now we don't know what he said to Clovis. We don't know what their conversations were like. We have no idea what happened in that chat because it's gone. What makes no sense to me though is if you're gonna call out multiple people in your friend group, wouldn't you gather everything related to everyone, all screenshots you need from everyone, all conversations from everyone before you make the first call out? Because you have to know that once you make a call out, everyone's gonna be like, wow, are you gonna make one on me next? It's just strange that Clovis is acting shocked that when he went to go, after making a call out on one of their friends, whether it was true or not, doesn't matter, but you can't act like you're shocked that another friend wiped all conversation. If you're gonna do it the right way, you gotta get everything first, because you have to expect that to happen. That's what any logical person would do. So that's kind of a weird thing. I mean, if you make an irresponsible call out like that on Twitter, rather than taking it to the police, of course, you're going to have people who are also in your friend group deleting all their conversation because they don't want to be involved with any of that. The other screenshot in this tweet is a screenshot of a tweet that Glitch made on the same exact day that this call out was tweeted, December 19th. In this tweet, Glitch is just saying that you're innocent until proven guilty. That's basically the gist of what he's saying. Clovis says he posted this tweet coincidentally after the Ollie situation, as if to say that Glitch is defending Ollie or preemptively defending himself. But the fact of the matter is this: if you're involved in the furry community, the animation community, the anime community, doesn't matter which one, they're all the same. You know that every week there's a new call-out post, there's a new cancellation happening. It's a weekly event. Every week someone new is getting canceled. It's crazy. And 99 out of 100 times, it always ends up proven either completely false or extremely over-exaggerated. It even happens outside of those communities in more mainstream communities. Spoctor, Pro Jared, Slazo, James Charles, just to name a few. I mean, that's just off the top of my head. There's so many people who've been canceled falsely. At this point, it really is a joke. It's a joke because it happens so often it's false. So to say that this tweet is tied to any specific situation is just a huge stretch, because it's a sentiment that's shared by many people prominent in all these communities. We're tired of cancel culture. Clovis is acting like saying innocent until proven guilty means that he's automatically guilty. I really don't understand how that argument even works or how this particular tweet is even related. I hate cancel culture too. I believe in being innocent until proven guilty. Does that mean I groomed you, Clovis? Like, seriously? Why do you think people tweet this stuff? Why do you think people say this stuff? It's because it's out of hand. Cancel culture is out of hand. It needs to stop. It's out of hand. It's ridiculous at this point. Him and Ollie both made it seem like this behavior was normal in the fandom and that there was nothing wrong. It's interesting that Clovis says this. Let's take a look at some of the conversations that Clovis has had with people. This is a group conversation among Clovis and a few friends. I got these images from Kedu, who's 19, and reached out to provide these because he was always uncomfortable with how adult Clovis was being in their group chat, in which Kedu was the only person over 18. So Clovis says, bruh, me, hey, Clovis is hiding something, people, he is NSFW, LOL, bruh. Sammy the Tanuki says, I mean, they're not wrong. Clovis says, I know, but they don't know that. So this is Clovis basically saying that he's NSFW and a friend confirming that. Now the context for this screenshot, according to Kedu, is that Clovis would often send NSFW images and stickers and then delete them quickly afterwards so that everyone only saw them for a split second. This is Kedu talking on the right. He says that Clovis sent an NSFW sticker, then quickly deleted it, and that's why he said, wait, in all caps, because it clearly made Kedu uncomfortable. He says the same thing happened again, and that's why he typed Clovis in all caps. He said that Clovis sent and deleted these NSFW stickers so fast that he was unable to screenshot them, all except one. In this image, this is a direct message between Clovis and Kedu. We're no longer in the group chat, just for context. What you're looking at is an NSFW sticker of Clovis's character performing on another character. Obviously, I've had to blur it out. This was another case where Clovis sent an NSFW sticker, then deleted it within just a second or so. And this time, Kedu was fast enough to capture it because he also sent me this. This is the same conversation, but now the sticker is missing. Not only is Clovis openly an adult when it comes to sending stickers unprovoked, but also in his dialogue, because if we read here, he's asking Kedu if he's drawn, I'm gonna pronounce this word as GIF, just so that it's YouTube safe. Keep in mind, Kedu's 19, and Kedu said that Clovis often pulled stuff like this, and it made him incredibly uncomfortable because of the age difference. I actually have a comm for GIF, so Clovis has commissioned GIF himself. Here's a screenshot of a tweet showing what appears to be cropped NSFW of Clovis's character, which is credited as being created by Sammy the Tanuki, who we saw in the group chat with Clovis. I'm not sure if Clovis asked Sammy to create this or if it was a gift or what, but Clovis had no problem with this character being drawn NSFW. So take a look at these messages. I'm not even gonna read them, but you can see what kind of person Clovis is. Extremely hyper, admits to having done these things before, says that it's fun, but what really gets me is at the top he says, at least I'm not like open about it on Twitter, LOL. So on Twitter, Clovis is pretending to be a safe for work 16-year-old angel. So of course, when he makes accusations like this, they come as a shock. But when you look at the kind of person Clovis is off the internet, it's very clear that Clovis isn't actually bothered by adult stuff whatsoever. It's completely baked into his personality, so I find it hard to believe that Glitch could have possibly, quote-unquote, converted him to be this way. And if we look here, Clovis, completely unprovoked, shows Kedu his search history from when he was 13. Take a look. I'm not even gonna read it yourself. This is in 2016. So Clovis had just the same hyper personality he does now, and that was long before he even knew who Glitch was. So once again, I don't think it was Glitch that convinced Clovis this was all okay. I think that Clovis convinced Clovis that this was all okay, long before even meeting Glitch. So all of this here should tell you what kind of personality Clovis has. He's very openly, talks about adult topics, likes to send NSFW images to people regardless of age, whether they're an adult or a minor, with zero permission, zero consent, and unprovoked, deleting them shortly after so that no one can screenshot them, has no problem doing this with legal adults despite knowing that it could get them in trouble, has no problem asking legal adults if they draw GIF, has no problem with NSFW art of his character being made, and he even commissioned NSFW art of his character. So now that we know all that, is it really true that him referring to Glitch and Ollie both made it seem like this behavior was normal in the fandom and that there's nothing wrong? Because we just saw how inappropriate Clovis's behavior is on the internet. So I find it hard to believe that anyone made it seem like it was okay. I think he already thought that himself, you know? Why is it just now that it seems like Clovis has a problem? Because Clovis has always exhibited extremely questionable behavior on the internet, especially for a minor. If we take a look at Clovis's original callout though, there's a little bit of a clue as to why just now he has a problem with it. Friends have told me that I was being taken advantage of by the two. So Clovis had no problem at all until friends convinced him that he had a problem. They convinced him that he was being taken advantage of. Who are these friends? Here's Clovis talking about GIF, specifically Kedu GIF. And Kedu handles it eloquently by saying he's gonna tell Zillion how his stickers are being used. Doesn't cause a scene, doesn't cause anything crazy. Then Clovis goes on to say, don't say it was me. I'm a minor. Don't say it was me. So this is Clovis acknowledging that being overly as a minor is bad. So the idea that it took friends to convince him that this was bad is just flat out false. He already knew it was bad and admitted it was bad, but he did it anyway. That's what he's always been doing. So who are these friends that Clovis keeps referring to? Kedu comes to the rescue again with another screenshot. Shortly after Clovis made his original call-out post, Kedu had a private conversation with Clovis in which he said this: "Look, you're not wrong, but it feels like this anonymous friend," referring to the friends that Clovis mentions in his original call-out post, "really swung your opinions hard, and now you're on a crusade of justice when I'm not so sure it's clear-cut." And Clovis responds by saying it was Cobbs and those people. Cobbs, Stixel, etc. Now I have no clue who Cobbs is. I guess he's in the same friend group. But Stixel, it's about to get interesting. Stixel Fox was friends with Glitch. Together they created and worked on GIF the musical. It was a pretty well-run project until the end when there was a falling out. I could make a whole video about it, not even gonna get into it too much, but here's the gist. This falling out between Stixel and Glitch caused Glitch to cancel GIF the Musical. From what I can tell, Glitch's tweet announcing the cancellation of GIF the Musical was posted on November 7th, but the tweet seems to have been deleted by now. All the replies say November 7th though, so that's my best guess. In the tweet, he called out Pkrussl Fox for saying that he was procrastinating and very late in delivering what he was supposed to be working on. A bit unprofessional to do a call out like this, of course. That's exactly what's happening to Glitch right now, after all, a dumb call out. But the difference is that Glitch was calling out Pkrussl for not delivering on what he promised. Glitch is being accused of being a without proof. Totally different calibers of call out posts. Neither are good, but totally different calibers. Whether or not Glitch handled the cancellation of GIF the Musical properly is not what this video is about, though. It's about whether or not Glitch is a So now that we know what happened with Pkrussl and Glitch on November 7th, it's interesting that just a little over a month later, Clovis makes this huge call-out post with no evidence, accusing Glitch of horrible things, saying that friends convinced him he was being taken advantage of, the most prominent of the friends being Pkrussl. It's just a little suspicious, as in extremely suspicious. So let's go back to this original call-out post here, this future Protogen account, the account that Clovis claims is his alt, just tweeting to say, yeah, this is Clovis. Remember, I told you to keep this in the back of your mind. You can pull it out now. We can talk about this now. So if we believe that this is actually Clovis's alt account, then very clearly this account was let into Glitch's AD. Fair enough. However, I don't think that this account is run by Clovis. Let's take a look. This future Protogen account only has 3 tweets. The first being "oh, then just tweeting to say, yeah, this is Clovis, and don't try to message me here." The just tweeting to say, yeah, this is Clovis, posted on the same day that Clovis's callout was posted. But this account was created in March 2019. Why are there so few tweets? Well, if we click on tweets and replies, there's some interesting stuff. The very first tweet on this account is a reply to this tweet. So this tweet has an image here that they're responding to. The image is this: Pkrussl Fox saying, y'all getting all cute and excited over the last couple pieces, but forgot about this one in queue. I'll commission him with thigh highs and arm warmers too for 600. Top thigh highs and top panties, LOL. So Ranger Vulpes, I don't know who this is, doesn't really matter, screenshotted that image and said, I unblocked him and it took 2 minutes for him to mind me. Haha, yeah, thousands of kids follow me because I pander the to them, but I won't make an AD because I won't get as much attention from impressionable children. Clown emoji, clown emoji, clown emoji. And Future Protogen responds by saying, ah yes, I too pander to kids by posting content and calling myself a Hey bud, you dropped this, clown emoji. How does he pander to kids in the first place? He doesn't even post Also, stuff like Family Guy, which is way worse in content, is TV-14. Stop starting drama. There's something really interesting about this account, Future Protogen. Notice how at the beginning, the tweet is talking in first person. Ah yes, I too pander to kids by posting content and calling myself a Then it switches to third person saying he right here. That's kind of interesting. Why would this account say I when talking about Pkrussl? Also, just another thing I want to point out. I too pander to kids by posting content and calling myself a calling yourself that, huh? That's certainly interesting because Pkrussl tweeted this out where he has a collar that says that on the tag. Also, just looking at this tweet as a whole, it's the first tweet ever on this account and it's defending Pkrussl, as are the next several tweets. At the beginning, this account's only purpose was to defend Pkrussl. Now later on, Future Protogen then responds to this tweet here, talking about Blue Fulf. Future Protogen quote retweeted a tweet Clovis made about the same person and said, I found this. So you just happen to find that as you're browsing Twitter, right? You just happen to stumble across a Clovis tweet. Well, your whole account is defending Pkrussl up until this point, pretty much. Just happened to stumble across Clovis, right? Even though Pkrussl and Clovis are friends. Now, the claim is that this account is run by Clovis. But the thing is, if I were to run an alt account, I wouldn't quote retweet my own tweets. But I would probably quote retweet my friends' tweets. You know what I'm saying? Because like, I don't want to give the impression that it's actually me by quote retweeting my own tweets. That'd be kind of stupid, but I would do it if they were my friends' tweets. So that's kind of weird. I don't know why you would quote retweet yourself if this was his account. If we compare the writing styles of the Future Protogen account with both Pkrussl and Clovis's writing style, Pkrussl's writing style is much more precise and grammatically correct, which much more closely matches the writing style of the Future Protogen account. Whereas Clovis's writing style is erratic and memey, using all caps, using uwu and owo often. It's not even similar to the writing style of Future Protogen. The bio of the Future Protogen account says, just some by Foxo. You know who isn't a fox? Clovis. But you know who is a fox? Pkrussl. Another interesting connection that I just found as I'm reading through this is that Pkrussl appears to be bi. right here, December 20th, 2019. That's today. No, that's 2 days ago, whatever. Same thing, very recently. And Future Protogen also claims to be bi as well, a bi fox. This is the most interesting part though. You're gonna have to follow me on this one. When you view a tweet on Twitter, the time that it says it was posted is adjusted for your time zone. For example, if someone in New York City posts a tweet at 3 p.m. and New York City is in the Eastern time zone. So if they post a tweet at 3 p.m., if I look at it here in Las Vegas, which is where I am, in the Pacific time zone, it'll say that it was posted at 12 p.m. because it adjusts for your time zone. Now, Clovis is from Reno, Nevada. It says right there in his bio, the time zone in Reno is Pacific time. I'm currently in Las Vegas, as I just said. I'm in Pacific time as well. So I'm in the same time zone as Clovis. So the Future Protogen account has a tweet with this screenshot. This may get confusing, so just bear with me. I'll do my best to explain as best as I can. But Future Protogen, who Clovis claims is his alt account, took this screenshot of this tweet and posted it to Twitter. In the screenshot, Sammy the Flying Fox says Blue Fulf is cute, :3, then says he also has racism. Taste in Fursona color, uwu. Notice the timestamp. 6:25 p.m., 18th June 2019. So we tried to find the same tweet that's in this screenshot to compare timestamps, but it's been deleted. I wonder why. But check out what the timestamp says for my screenshot that I took in Las Vegas in Pacific time zone, same time zone as Clovis, of this original tweet. 3:24 p.m., June 18th, 2019. The timestamp for the second tweet in the Future Protogen screenshot says 6:25 p.m. Unfortunately, we don't get to see the timestamp for this original tweet, so we can't match it perfectly, but here's the deal. One of two things is happening, and it's obvious which one is happening. Either Sammy waited exactly 3 hours and 1 minute to post the second tweet, or the second tweet was posted only 1 minute after the first tweet, and Future Protogen screenshot, that's the past tense of screenshot, that tweet in a different time zone. Does that make sense? I bet you, if we saw the timestamp of the original tweet here, in the screenshot that Future Protogen took, it would say 6:24 p.m. to match with my 3:24 p.m. here in Las Vegas. And I bet that if that second tweet had not been deleted, I would see it having been posted at 3:25 p.m. If Clovis lives in Reno, he should be in the same time zone that I'm in. It shouldn't be 3 hours ahead. But do you know who does live 3 hours ahead? Stixel Fox. We believe that Stixel Fox lives in Georgia. We don't know for sure, but based on this, we think he lives in Georgia. But that's not all. We can compare timestamps on Stixel's actual tweets. Stixel posted this screenshot here. Notice the timestamp in that first image, 2:06 a.m., 7 October. So if Stixel is on Eastern time and it shows up as 2:06 a.m. for him, then if I looked at this tweet in Las Vegas, it would show up as 11:06 p.m. for me here in Las Vegas. And it totally does. Stixel is 3 hours ahead of both me and Clovis. And Future Protogen appears to be 3 hours ahead as well. In combination with all the other innumerable signs that point to this account being run by Stixel, it appears that's probably the case. That Stixel is probably running this account. I'm gonna go urinate. Now there's one more thing that a lot of people have brought up in replies to Clovis's call-out post, and that's this right here, where Glitch tweeted, "Guys, I hate to break it to y'all, but liking isn't a crime. Like going out and your dog is, so that witch hunt was justified, but liking I can't even say any of this. Jeez, doesn't mean you're wanting to I just wish the general furry fandom could just take time to think before they go and witch hunt somebody. For all we know, the evidence could be faked. It could even be real, and if it's real, then why should we care? It's art, fantasy, not real, grow up." So here's the thing. He's changed his opinion since tweeting this, because I follow him on Twitter and I saw that he made a tweet where he said he retracted this statement and changed his opinion. I think he deleted that tweet though, which is stupid of him, but he definitely doesn't have this opinion anymore, I don't think. I mean, that's supposed to be the point of all this, is it not? To get people to change their wrong opinions, you know? So if his opinion on this has changed, why are people still bringing this up? You wanted him to change his opinion, he did. That's the whole point. Now shut the frick up. Pulling this up as if he believes this now. You're insane. That's so stupid. And you know why he tweeted this? He didn't just say this unprovoked. He was defending me. He was defending me. Because guess what? I was accused of being into, and you'll never believe who accused me of that. You'll never believe it. Stixel Fox. And guess what? Stixel apologized to me. Only privately, but hey, if someone wrongs me and then apologizes, even though he tried to ruin my entire life, if they apologize and mean it, I'm typically fine. I had no issue with Stixel after that, until now. when he's doing the exact same thing to someone else. And take a look at this other piece of I just took a snippet there because we had a little bit of a chat. But he also said this to me: I don't think you're wow, it's so difficult to come to that conclusion. I can't even believe we live in a time where it's so easy to be labeled as this. Are you kidding me? Like, seriously? And guess what? Stixel wants to apologize to Glitch as well. This is a draft of Stixel's apology that an anonymous person sent me. I'm not sure if he's posted this yet or not, but it's such a joke. I'm sorry. I need to speak about something and a mistake I've made regarding everything the Glitch just says. I want to make clear that I do not believe he is a Shut the fuck up, Stixel. It's exactly what he said to me. I accepted your apology the first time when you did it to me, and I thought that you learned your lesson. That's why I accepted the apology. If you had learned your lesson, that would have been one thing. But here you're doing exactly the same thing again and issuing pretty much the same apology. How many people's lives do you have to attempt to destroy before people really see what's beneath your terribly unfunny I'm a bottom tweets that get like 4,000 freaking likes each? How many times are you gonna have to try to ruin someone's life? To this day, I still have people calling me this. Now it's gonna happen to Glitch. How many times does this need to happen before we say enough is enough? Everyone needs to stay the fuck away from Stixel. He's nothing but bad news. Get on his bad side, he'll accuse you of being a fucking pedophile. Just stay away from him. So based on everything that we've looked at today, of course nothing is 100% confirmed, but at least I've shown some solid evidence to support what I'm about to say, unlike the complete lack of evidence of any kind against Glitch. But based on everything we've looked at, it looks like after Glitch and Stixel's falling out over GIF the musical, Stixel, who's 21 or 22-ish, by the way, preyed on a 16-year-old child's emotions, manipulated them into believing they'd been by Glitch, when before they had no problem whatsoever, pressured them to make this insane call-out post, and used his own alt account, telling the 16-year-old to pretend like it's his account, to make it look like Glitch allowed a minor into his AD account, all because Stixel was salty about GIF the musical. Is this a stretch? Honestly, I don't think so. Let's look at a few different false cancelings that have happened recently. The Spoctor situation happened all because Spoctor commented, "Thanks," on a video that Pentagrin didn't like. So what did she do? That made her so salty that she accused him of being a James Charles was canceled because Tati was salty about James promoting a brand of vitamins that wasn't hers. Pro Jared was canceled because his wife was salty that he was doing stuff with other women. I believe that's why he was canceled. I never looked too far into it. Slazo was canceled because his ex-girlfriend was just salty in general. So she made up everything she did. This is usually the case when it comes to false accusations. The person being accused did something that made the accuser salty. That's what happened here. Glitch made Stixel incredibly salty. For right or for wrong, but being accused of being is not proper punishment for saying that Stixel was bad at turning stuff in on time. Not even equivalent in the slightest. Let's also not forget that Stixel has tweeted about having anger issues in the past. The only way I can possibly see anyone being so salty about getting cut from a musical, the only way that it's possible that someone can be so salty that they accuse the person who cut them of being the only way that can happen is if they have extreme anger issues. And Stixel has anger issues. And another thing that I just thought of, why did this happen right as Glitch crossed 20,000 subscribers? It happened like right as he crossed it. The timing is too good. There's just so much wrong with this. There's so much wrong with this. People like Stixel are the real, because he preyed on a child's emotions. Now Stixel doesn't seem to be going after, but he did prey on a 16-year-old child's emotions. He manipulated this 16-year-old child into creating this terrible call-out post just to destroy someone's life because they had a falling out over a furry musical. Stay away from Stixel. You wanna know something interesting? I don't know if a lot of people know this. Stixel's a teacher. And if it's true that Stixel was able to emotionally abuse and manipulate this 16-year-old child in this way just to get back at someone because he's salty about a musical, who the hell knows what's going on in the classroom? Now, of course, we don't know for sure that Stixel is behind all this. But come on! It's everything we've looked at today. Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, I don't really have anything to say to end this. Stop cancel culture. How many times does this have to happen before it ends? I mean, seriously, how many people are gonna have to be falsely canceled for this to end? So stupid. Spend your time going after people who are doing actually terrible things. What is wrong with you? This is just disappointing. I'm disappointed in everyone involved in this. It's ridiculous. That's pretty much all I have to say. Bye. See you later. Watch me get canceled for making this video.